So today I want to peel an apple as an illustration of how in the process of waiting for something, you get ready for it. Sometimes patience is actually a benefit. Because nowadays, you know, you don't even have the time to cook, right? So you go to McDonald's. Well, I do. Or, you know, any other fast food place, or you go, you know, even if you go to a restaurant, you know, you don't actually get to prepare the food. And oftentimes when we do that, when we just rush around and then we get the food when maybe our stomachs are not even ready for it, you know. Peeling this apple is really a great preparation for eating the apple, because as I'm peeling this, you know, the aroma of the apple, it's really good. But you know, when I was a kid, remembering that now, I didn't know how bad this world really was and what bad of a shape we're in worldwide, because I grew up in the Free West. I grew up in Germany after the war. And yeah, I heard about the war as a kid, but I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know what it meant for people to be killed and to suffer and to hunger and to live in fear and all that. I didn't know that. I sort of only learned that when I was in school, maybe after I got out of elementary school, and I learned not only about the current condition of the earth and of this world, but also I learned about the history of what had happened, the terrible wars we had. And the more I learned, and I love history, by the way, the more I learned about history, look at this is in one piece. I want you to know. The more I learned about the wars of history and learned about the current conditions, I lost hope. I have to say, I lost hope. For a while there, I thought, we're never going to see this world that Isaiah talks about, this world of peace where everybody gets along. What is wrong with this world? Why can't we stop warring? Why can't we stop hating? Why can't we stop bullying? What is wrong with us as human beings? What is going on behind the scenes? Because everybody I talk to, seriously, I don't know a single person who wants war. Do you? Do you know a person who wants war? I don't know a single person. Everybody I talk to, they all want peace. We all want the same thing. We want, you know, for everybody to be happy and get along with each other. We don't want this. So who is pushing us into these wars? What is going on? And why can't we stop as human beings? Can we realistically hope for this world that Isaiah is proclaiming and hoping for? This world where not only do we have peace, but we realize we don't need weapons anymore. We can just get rid of all of the weapons. You know, just when I lose hope sometimes, God sends me a sign. And this week, I found a video. And it's done by people that are so hopeful. And I have to admit, I was a little dejected after the elections, you know, like most of us here. A little depressed, fearful.
As we develop, we are going back to the old days, where humanity was one and nations were not necessary. Hey, when humans first walked the earth, everything belonged to everybody, right? But then came borders, villages, towns, then nations. People no longer identified with the whole world, they identified with a region. So these borders started creating divisions and greed and inequalities. And before we knew it, there was differences and wars, first world countries and third world countries, those with resources and those without, the fortunate ones and the not so fortunate ones. All of it depended on just one thing, the place you were born. But none of it is natural, none of these divisions. Maybe the apocalypse should be about this. It should be about bringing an end to these unnatural differences. For the first time after thousands of years of human evolution, we are at a stage when the whole of humanity can be reunited. We can live in a world where borders won't matter. We can live in a world where nations can cease to exist, and only one single entity, the world, can emerge. Education, growth, and development would be seen globally. Water, food, fuel, minerals would not be limited to a few. There'd be no passports or visas. There'd be one currency and one flag. Technology would not be limited to a few. Imagine, spies would be out of a job. Wars would have no meaning. Military would serve people struck by natural disaster. Armed vehicles? Maybe they'd be used for agriculture. Nuclear weapons would become sources of generating energy. We would stop belonging to a country, but would belong to each other. Wouldn't that be an apocalypse to look forward to? Hope 2012 ends all divisions and 2013 brings unity. Wish everyone out there, all of humanity, peace, love, and joy. Happy New Year.
So remember, this was about the end of the world, the apocalypse that was supposed to happen in 2012. Well, 2017 doesn't look very hopeful, does it? And so I want to invite you, after listening to the words of the prophet Isaiah, after watching this video, I want to invite you in this season of Advent to not give up. Not give up on the world. Not give up on our country. And to have hope for this kind of vision that Isaiah has forecast a long time ago, and that many people are dreaming about today. You know, we have a whole new generation coming up that makes me so hopeful. They have such different ideas, and there's so much hope there. Let us hope together, and let us wait for this world that we want to greet. We have a perfect song for this, and I want to invite Ethan to do some special music for us. And I think Tyler helps him a little bit, right, with the drums?